Hi there. Have you noticed that it's getting harder and harder to lose weight as we get older, right? And that number on the scale just really isn't moving the way we want it to. I'm Amy, owner and chief motivating officer of Pacific Heights Health Club, and I wanted to talk to you today about what is actually affecting our metabolism and specifically what's actually slowing down our metabolism. So, shall we get started? Muscle loss, and these are in no particular order, but these are the primary drivers of what is actually slowing down the metabolism, okay? So muscle loss, sleep deprivation, right? Severe calorie restriction, dehydration, and hormone imbalances. So today, I really wanted to focus on muscle loss. So let's talk about muscle loss, all right? After age 30, we lose about 3 to 5% of muscle per decade. So for a 150-pound person, that actually translates into roughly half a pound per year, right? And if you add that up, right, just the math, that actually ends up being about 5 pounds per decade. So if you're 50 something years old, that means if you've been pretty sedentary, you actually have 10 pounds less of muscle than you did when you were in your 30s, okay? So the other thing with muscle loss is that dieting, and I'm talking about severe calorie restriction here, can actually increase or accelerate the rate of loss. So what does that actually mean? Well, less muscle equals lower basal metabolic rate, or BMR. Have you heard of that, right? So BMR is the number of calories, right, that are required to actually keep your body functioning at rest, right? So that would mean sleeping on an empty stomach as an example. So you might have heard of resting metabolic rate. That actually includes digestion, okay? Well, for most people, right, BMR actually accounts for about 70% of your daily caloric burn. Okay, so if you think about it this way, 10 pounds of muscle burns about 50 calories a day. Okay, and so let's do the math here. 10 pounds of muscle loss then would mean 50 calories less per day that you're burning, right? And if you multiply that by 365 days in a year, we're actually talking about over 18,000 calories, or guess what? 5 pounds per year. Have you noticed some trend like that with your body? Okay, so my weight loss tip for you today is to lift weights, right? We want to regain that muscle. And I would actually recommend the following mix of cardio to strength training, right? So if you're age 40 or younger, right, 80% cardio to 20% strength training. If you're age 41 to 50, we're looking at a 70 to 30% mix, right? And if you're 51 to 60, we're actually looking at 60-40. And if you're 61 and older, we're actually recommending 55 to 45. And just so you know, this is actually from the Cooper Institute and something that Dr. Kenneth Cooper, right, the father of aerobics, actually recommends. So that's it for today. If you have any questions, feel free to send us a direct message or comment below. You can learn more by going to phhcsf.com. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.